So moving towards our UGC or SWAYAM guidelines, whether we are following up any type of this type of e-content standards in our SWAYAM or UGC guidelines. If you ask me whether I am following e-content standards in our SWAYAM platform, I can say that we are not following it in it. We only follow the four-coded approaches, not on the standards. The approaches we are doing only, that is a four-quadrant approach of the content development. First two quadrant, you will detail, you will see, because only I am taking about the content of the e-tutorial and e-content. We are taking care by a video, audio component, and as well as the ebook and the e-content, maybe in the PDF format and all. So here in the platform also, in the SWAYAM platform also, we are just uploading, these the content and as well as the assessment part there, with the minimum, what you can say, that's a video content as well as the PDF format of the thing, or otherwise you can in different format like a picture and all the component we are managing with arranging the content in the platform. Whether we are moving towards tracking the student, how much they are learning and all, the tracking part, and otherwise also the learning analytical part is in the version SWAYAM version 2.0 is not taking care of that one. By maybe in the future version, maybe SWAYAM 3 or 4 will take care of all the analytical part, where they have to use the standards which I have said it earlier. They have to use, so that student can we can able to track the student in the SWAYAM platform as well. So instructional design, maybe you have heard about this instructional design in the earlier session also. I will talk about only simple how we can go about the instructional design for our learning material. Suppose if it is a text-based material, in this text-based or otherwise with a picture and all, how we can go about developing the material for this one. So as I said earlier, you have to see the audience level, whether they, what are the pre-knowledge we have to record for this particular course or title or unit or content which you are going to develop the content for them. So the pre-knowledge you have to see in the level of the audience. For example, if it is a PG program in a MA in distance education, if you want to ask about me, how I am going to test the pre-language, they have to know about the completion of any bachelor degree, where they will learn about the all sort of material or the I think the basic knowledge they should know about. So that is the level that means they should have a graduate to understand the master level the program. If you are going for any small topic, for example, if you are talking about, as I said, that photosynthesis, then they should know about the before that what is the energy from sun, what is water, and then what is the soil and all. These are the small basic information they should know. Then only you can move further, that the plant will take the energy from sun and all the things you have to manage. So pre-knowledge you have to take in this before getting into the developing any content, and you will use any models for this, how you have to go about based on the learning theory. Whether you are going for this basic level, understanding level, or otherwise they can able to demonstrate something the later, that also possible. So for example, if I am going to teach the concept of e-content, for example, then my the learning theory, what the level I am going to lead the things, if it is a bachelor degree student or otherwise it is a master degree student, then the content e-content concept will be taken care up to the creativity level, not on the understanding level, the basic level. I will move from the basic level, this is low order thinking, to higher order thinking, so that my student able to develop the e-content, and they can able to evaluate, and they can use their own creativity to develop the e-content in this one. So that is the level I am going for my student. Then what will be the analysis part? Maybe I will analysis and design, and I will use the any model for that, and I will see that what will be the credit value, whether I can go beyond. If it is a small 1 hour credit, I am going to explain to the student for 1 hour session, or they have to send at least 2 hours in the development of e-content and all. Then according to that, I will plan for my session and all. So while designing it, then I'll go for the structuring my thing, structuring my content, how much information I'll go for, whether I'll use it for the concept mapping with the drawing and all, or otherwise I can use it for my own structuring of the outline. So once it is ready, then we can go for using go for the development of the material. So developing material, we need tools to develop it. So these are the basic content. While this example, you can go how this YouTube, you can type how to teach your children to make tea. Then this will provide you a Guyanese 9 event of instructional design, how they have taken care in this video to teach the a child to make a tea. So that is available here. You can watch it also. So beautifully they have explained the along with the instruction design. So when we are talking about the e-content, what else we need to do apart from the level, apart from the learning theory, apart from the instruction design and credit and all, we need the other 5 component for the e-content development for instead of the text-based one. One is the technology, what we are going for using for this authoring tool. That is whether you are going for to develop the content, or with using the authoring tool that is required for developing the e-content, or otherwise whether you are going for the any OER based resources, that is also possible. And the multimedia component, how it will be like that, what type of component you are using that one. That is whether you are going with the text based material, or you are going for the animation, or going for the video audio program, based on the content, based on the requirement of the student and all. And we need a platform to place the content in the for the student. So this is these are the component we need it. So if it is a OER component, if you are looking for, we will learn about the next session on the OER. That if you are OER looking up, how to integrate that, because if the OER content will be the standalone, maybe you will find the content is suitable for your course, but as a teacher, how you have taken the OER component and how to integrate with your own structure, that is very important thing. Earlier what you used to say is we are not integrating that one. We used to say that, okay, you go and read this web content, or you read this OER material. In that, maybe the OER content may be 20 page, but we need only, the student has to concentrate on that particular component, particular topic they have to concentrate on only 2 page. And instead of providing the entire component, we have to integrate that particular component only to the student, so that they will not deviate from the flow of the sequencing of the content, or sequencing of the course. So that is important while designing the content and developing the e-content. So these are the things when you are talking about Guyanese 9 event that of instructional design. When you are going for so one topic, we have to put all the instructional design if you are going for this. Sometimes people used to say that that instructional design is not matching with your content development for planning. So when you are going for the any content, for example, I want to develop a video on e-content, how to develop a e-content, that I'm planning to prepare a video component for my student instead of text and all. So in this particular video, what I will do is, first of all, I get the attention from the student, that while giving some animation component, why it is needed, what is the content and all, with the voiceover, or otherwise I can give the welcome by the teacher and all. So getting attention, that means dragging the attention towards the content, that is important, or otherwise tell small story about that particular content, then lead to the information, or lead to the what they are going to learn in this particular component from the previous testing knowledge, and then you can take over from the content, so that the slowly they will know about the what they are going to learn from this video and what will be the thing. And if in between it is coming up earlier version of the video component which we are developing for the e-content as a e-content video, the content will be the monotonous, maybe starting from the presentation to the end, sum up, starting with the objective of the video and sum of the video. The student will go through the video, then the assessment will be built in the different component. They have to click on the assessment, and based on that they have to provide the assessment and all, for self-checking assessment, as well as the for the if you want to calculate as an internal mark also possible. But now with the standards which we have talking about with H5P, you can inbuilt the interactive video like type of thing, inbuilt the person with the video itself. For example, while reading, then you can stop, the student can stop it while, and then they will do the performance within the quiz or whatever they want to, or they can write up the sum of the things and all, and later you can move to the next part of the video. So you can in between stop and do the thing. So that is also possible in this instructional design. You can plan for it. Like that only, we can say this, the theory says that learning with media. So in the basic reading, only the reading, you can say that 10% only we can retain that one. If you are hearing, then 20%. By seeing or by learning, then we can learn more. But when you are talking about by doing, then we can learn the very much, we can learning from the fragile learning to the deep learning we can move towards. So based on the this type of learning theory and then thing, you can move how much from understanding level to the creativity level, how we can move, prepare the content for the student to move towards the higher order thinking, or otherwise deep learning we can work on it. So what are the component? So the e-learning component, mostly we used to say that the text and images, animation, audio, video, and also navigation within the content and interactivity within the content. So these are the basic component we used to incorporate in our e-content. And text, you know that e-text, how we have to do. It should be if you are going for any authoring tool type of thing, not in the PDF format at all. If you are going for that, you have to manage with the background and then the color and the font and everything you have to take care of while developing the e-content using text. And also the size, appropriate font, and then space between line between everything you have to take care, because throughout the time they have to see the devices for reading the content. And also you can incorporate the hypertext within the content itself, whether you want to go for the linear type of, or otherwise if you want to break the monotonous by reading one by one, you can give the hyperlink to the student. The mainly the hyperlink is used for understanding these things. So for example, if I want what is the hyperlink, the student can read the thing. If you want the suppose if you want to know the concept of this one, then you can provide the hyperlink. Whether they know about the hyperlink, they can skip it. If they want to read more on the hyperlink and what is this, what is the definition or not, then you can give the hyperlink what it will be this, whether they are going for the thing. The hyperlink is, you can go for the linear type of hyperlinks or hypertext of like hyperlinks from jumping from one place to another place. But planning is very important while you are doing this type of hyperlink and all, because if you have to thoroughly check and then test the various time, you have to test the hyperlink and all before finalizing the product. So like that, hypermedia is also possible, where you can provide the more video, component like graphics, images, and all. You can link with that thing. So in between, if you want, as I said, that in the graphic itself, you can give the hyperlink to move from, or otherwise they can click to listen, or they click to play the video and all. That is also possible. For that, for plain text, we used to call as a hypertext, or for, with the link to the media and the other component, then we used to call as a hypermedia. So similarly, graphics may be in different format. We can provide a chart, or otherwise you can provide a map and then photograph, and all the things are possible. You have to see the format, which format is compatible to the authoring tool, that you have to decide the which type of the format you need, and what type of the thing we have to take care in the scalability and the clearance, the bit images and everything you have to see while developing this one. So similarly, the animation, we can go for the 2D, 3D animation, but that everything is depends on your content. So when I am talking about the animation is, the you have to analyze twice or thrice, because animation takes, developing the animation takes lot of time, energy, as well as the cost. So if it is suppose for this one, this figure is not required for this animation, because animation itself the student will, or the learners will know about. But when I'm talking this animation to the lower level of the student, for example school leveling and all, then I can put this one animation is a movement and something if you want to explain to them. So depends on the subject. So, for example, if I want to explain the flow of blood in our vessels, or otherwise the pumping of the heart and all. So, if you want to explain, then you need an animation type of animation use required, because we cannot show the demonstrate physically. We cannot do it for the general student. If it is a medical type of student, then they will go and see that thing. But for the general science student, we need a animation to explain the better explanation for this one. For example, if you are explaining any social science student, any history type of thing, then there is no need for the animation and all. So you have to take care of while developing the animation. If you are going for the animation, you have to take care of the audience level, and as well as the cost which you want, and the time also. If you want produce immediately, then you cannot go for the animation and all, because the developing the animation will take a lot of time, for not only for the 2D as well as the 3D animation. These are some of the tools which is available. Maybe some proprietary software, because this will have a lot of energy, that tools and all. So most of the animation tools, if you are looking for that, maybe in the proprietary one only. But there are some open source softwares also available where you can use that to develop the animation type of the thing. So the Blender is the one, it's a open source, the free open source 3D graphics you can design using this Blender software, which is open source also. But other thing like this one, all are the commercial softwares. Maya is very much commercial software where you have to, the software itself very costly, but the output will be the very minute 3D and 2D animation you can design for the using this type of softwares. And you can go through this if you have very much interested, you can go to the Blender software, which you can use it for, and they have a tutorial and all, you can go with that one. So this is there. So audio component, as you know that audio clippings will give them very much interesting, and the how we can do it. The different type of audio component. It's not like that that only what I am speaking you are capturing and give it to them. Sometimes the audio clips can used for as a e-content for them. As I said that in the beginning of the content, you can use the audio clip explaining to them. Or otherwise, if you want that, you want to provide the content with the discussion mode, you want to invite the expert that you can I mean give the content to the student. That is also possible by discussing component and all. Or otherwise, if you can see a small audio clip using the podcast and all, you can arrange for them. Every series you can give to the student, and that is also possible for the e-content thing. So these are the software component which you can the format which you can go through that this one. Why I am specifically specifying this format in this e-content, this should be a compatible to your learning management system. So that is also possible. You can use it. So there are software for this one where you can use it the audio format. Open source is the Audacity, which can be very much used to develop the audio component. And video also we can develop, because since the video component is very much emerging in our Swayam platform. In one credit, if it is a 15 lecture hours, then we are talking about 5 hours of video hours of lectures or content should be in the video mode only. That's what the Swayam guidelines talks about. So that video component is, we are very much focusing on that. Then how we have to develop the video content. Earlier in the, when you are talking about the Swayam 1.0, that time we used to very much strictly about the half an hour video, 25% of present and face, and remaining 75% the content animation and all. So you have to design accordingly. What are the content you have to provide in the video? What are the content you are going for the audio component or the text based? So based on the design only, you have to develop things. When you are developing the video content and all, first of all, you have to take care of some focus. What the entire video will be there, what is the objective of the video, and then you have to last of all 1 or 2 minutes, 1 minute or the half a minute, you have to sum up with that. So this is the format which we are for. If you follow the providing the e-content, that will be the it will be retained, and the retention will be very much. That's what the study says. So navigation is a very important component when you are going for the for our e-content development. So the flow should be there. There should be a sequence. There should be a flow with the for the learning path. If you are providing that one content in text, the next if you are giving the video as another content, then there should be a linkage between these two. So otherwise the student will be lost, and then they will go around. Yeah, that also possible if it is there that, for example, the first unit or first topic they have to compulsory study, then only they can move to the second content. That is also possible. By restricting the navigation, the student will definitely go through the first topic, then they will, if they are interested, then if they are come across the completing that particular topic, then they can move to the topic 2 or topic 4. So that is also possible. The navigation, the navigations are linear navigation. For example, right now the PowerPoint presentation and all, we are going linearly one by one. And also you can go for the hierarchical, which I said that from the topic, the first one is a very important. From there they can move to the second topic, and further move, or otherwise we are going for this one. These are the content, and non-linear content. These two are nowadays focusing on this type of navigation type of content, because we are moving towards the performance based, providing the content based on the learner's performance, learner's preference. So not for the linear one by one, they have to go through that one. We are not following right now. We are moving towards the hierarchical and the non-linear type of content preparation, content formation also. So when we are talking about the interactivity, so very much interactivity is there. Even though if you are going for the SWAYAM 4-quadrant approach, one quadrant is talking about the interactivity, talking about the discussion forum and all. So we have to inbuild the interactivity in the content itself. You can provide the content by clicking or by providing the icon and all. Because see, when I am talking about for in this PowerPoint, in this slide itself, I can say that design your interactivity and navigation. I can give the linkage so that the student can be able to click on this one, and the definition you can give here instead of in the page one. I can give the link to that page, so that if they forget about the what is the definition or what is this, click that and then they can able to see that one. So you can provide the interactivity in between the content, and these are the some of the way we can plan for it. By clicking or by the bullet points, key pressing responses, and the drag and drop, where the student can able to do it, some type of interactivity. So these are the some of the glossary type of thing which the student can able to do it. And these are the things which I have shown to you. Nowadays these are coming up with the inbuilt only. Earlier days, this is I'm talking about which I have developed for these two in the earlier 2000 type of thing. So that time it is there. Now I will show you in the LMS itself how it is modified and all. So before getting into this, I'll stop here.